Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another Sim Night Racing track guide. My name is Harry and this week we are looking at Francorchamps in Belgium, one of my absolute favourites. In this guide we're just going to do an onboard lap, show the racing lines, the braking zones and track limits and a few other interesting bits and pieces that you're going to need to get a really good lap of this circuit together. The goal of our track guides is just to give the average racer a chance to pick up the track really quickly and get straight into some racing. So without further ado, let's have a look. So we set off on our lap. Move the car slowly over to the left-hand side and we're looking for the 100-metre board. It's hidden behind the wall, but when you see it, stamp on the anchors, get the car slowed down into first gear, hug that wall on the inside and then run the car out to the exit up to the sausage curb. A good exit from the source is essential for a good lap time as you're going to carry any speed you gain all the way up the hill to turn 4. So we're heading down the hill. You want to cut as much as you can of the curb at the bottom of Eau Rouge and then sweep the car up to the right. Cut the curb on the top but not too much as it's a tight track limit and roll the car quite far out onto the exit curb. That sequence can be flat, but you've got to bear in mind your tyre pressures and temperatures and your fuel load before you try it because you can have a very big accident very easily. Heading down towards the next chicane, you're going to spot the curb on the left-hand side, that's your braking point. Get the car down into third gear, roll it round to the left-hand side. You can use a bit of the curbs there but not too much as it will unstabilise the car. Back up to third, same thing, use a little bit of the curbs but there is a limit of how much you can get away with. Spot your curb on your left-hand side, you want to trail brake the car down to second gear, hug the apex all the way around and get on throttle as early as possible to maximise the speed out of the corner. Swing the car over to the right-hand side for no name, tuck it in over the curb and again get on the throttle as early as possible to carry speed down the hill towards Pouon. Approaching Pouon, it's a brush of the brakes halfway down that curb on the right-hand side and you want to just turn the car in very gently. You want to focus on maximising your minimum speed through Pouon. There's a good couple of tenths on the table if you're a little bit braver. Heading down towards the next chicane, you want to brake at the start of the curb, get the car down to second gear and trail brake it into the apex. Ride a little bit of the curbs, not too much again, you might unstabilise the car, but you can use more than you think you can. Coming down to Campus, brake again on the start of the curb, down to second gear, roll it over and get on the throttle as early as possible. This section here, you're setting up your straight line speed all the way down to Blanchemont and to the bus stop chicane. So try and focus on carrying as much speed through that section as possible. This is the first part of the lap where you get to take a real breath, minimise the amount of steering input you're putting in to stop any scrub, move the car over to the right hand side, clip the apex nice and early through Blanchemont and hold it flat, use the exit curb as much as you can. Coming down to the last corner, your braking zone's between 150 and 125 metres. Get the car slowed down, rolled in and be very patient in the bus stop chicane and get on the throttle very carefully on the exit. And that concludes a lap at Spa. The main takeaway from me from Spa really is track limits. Learn them, find out where they are, see how effectively and how consistently you can use them as you go around a race stint. There's an awful lot of lap time on the table if you do use them well. For example, at the top of the hill at Radion, if you cut across that curb, you can easily save yourself speed all the way down the straight. But at the same time, do bear in mind that in this configuration of the circuit with both sides of the pits in use, a drive-through penalty will easily cost you 35 to 40 seconds. So you need to work out where the balance is between speed and being consistent and staying out of trouble during the race. As far as driving style goes, this is standard ACC. Be gentle. Be soft on your inputs, slowly turn into corners, slowly come off the brakes, slowly apply the throttle. There isn't really any corners on this circuit that will appreciate being attacked, and there's not really any lap time to be gained. Well, I think that's about it from me from Spa. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you again from everybody at Sim Night Racing, and hopefully we'll see you on the track. Take care.